It's a Tuesday. Normally we'll be doing our team of the week. Sadly, there were no matches in the Premier League last weekend, so we'll not be doing that. But we still have a lot to get through on the show today. We have news items making the round. Some players are making miraculous recoveries after missing the international window. We'll be talking about all of that on the. We'll be talking about all of that. We will also be looking at Nottingham Forest and the appeal for their point deduction, and of course Manchester United always in the news. I don't know if it's for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons, but we're hearing there's a new manager linked with Manchester United. Apparently it's not 𝐤𝐻𝐶 𝐷𝐿𝐴 anymore.
We have to be frank about
it's somebody else, and we'll be very frank about it on the show today. I will not be doing it alone. The guys are here with me. There's Bode Bruno, there's Triple O as well. Gentlemen, how are you doing this morning? Bode, how are you doing?
Oh, very well, thank you. Glad to be here once again. I'm really looking forward to the running. The international break has come at a very wrong time, but again, what can we do?
Triple, what's going on?
Well, Arsenal fans, they've been on top of the table for this long because of the international break. I cannot wait for the international break to be over so they can go back to where they belong, which is anywhere aside from the top of the Premier League table come the end of the season.
All right, we shall see what happens at the end of the season. You guys out there can be a part of the show. Just call us on 0700 923 923 923 0700 923 923 923. You can also send us messages on WhatsApp at 081 7313 6193 081 7313 6193. We're also live on Facebook at Inspiration FM 92.3. Just leave your comments under the live feed. We'll read them on the show. So let's just get started. Let's start with Nottingham Forest and the appeal against their points deduction. They have lost their appeal. The club has confirmed that as well. Remember, the independent commission found that Forest's losses for the 2022-2023 season breached the threshold of 61 million by 34.5 million pounds. So it's a lot of money, and they have been docked 4 points, but they have appealed. They raised a statement. They said in a statement that they would not be making any further comment after lodging their appeal. Is there any merit to this appeal that Nottingham Forest have launched?
Well, Anthony, sincerely, they are well, within their right to lodge an appeal, especially if they have a very good case that can defend whatever appeal they put forward. But again, I'll just have loved them to just move forward, and ensure that they get things done on the pitch of play. Because whether or not they appeal, whether or not the points haven't been restated, it's not as if Nottingham Forest have gone beyond that safe line.
Yep.
So just focus on surviving the season and make your adjustments going forward. All this appeal and everything, at the end of the day, maybe a point will be reduced from the 4. So what difference does it really make at the end of the day?
Well, a
point can be a life.
Exactly.
The football haven't been pretty. It hasn't been pretty to the eye to even suggest that they might even survive the drop this season. So I think the hard work should begin now. Yes, it's 4 points. They should have it at the back of their mind. We need to recover these 4 points and even more. So all this one they are doing is just chasing shadows.
If they talk say you thief, you know, go just say,
can't take it like that now.
Yes, you have to defend your honor.
There's no honor to be defended. They know.
There's evidence. I mean, they went past the threshold by 34.5 million pounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's still room for explanation. That does not mean that they did not do it. That does not mean that they are not guilty. But they would want to explain maybe one or two circumstances that led them to breaching the financial fair play rules. I mean, the sustainability, profit and sustainability, not financial fair play, right there. So for me, I think just like Bode said, it's done. 4 point deducted. Moving on.
All right, moving on. We'll see how it goes. Let's go to people making miraculous recoveries because Kyle Walker apparently has avoided a serious hamstring injury. He limped off for England, to be fair, in their game against Brazil. He played that game, but limped off. But it turns out he has avoided a serious injury, and he's likely to be fit for the match against Arsenal. I bring up this story just to say that a lot of the players who have missed the international break, a lot of the players who are suspected to be injured, expect them to be making miraculous recovery this week.
Yes, and it tells you one thing: the season is getting to a very, very competitive end. This is where everyone knows that it's getting towards the final bus stop. So you don't want anything to jeopardize your chances. You don't want your key players, your very important players, to get injured. And these players also know, because some of these players also want to succeed for their respective club sides. It's not as if it is an international competition. It's not as if there is a major competition ongoing. This is not the World Cup. This is not the Euros. This is not even qualifiers. They are just friendly games. Yep. And they have a duty to their country. They just cannot say, no, I want to play for my club right now. They cannot come out to say that, so they have to find a way, to go about it, and that's what a lot of these players have done. I mean, with our Arsenal also had a couple of players, forming this and forming that.
We expect Saka to be back, obviously. We expect for Man City, we expect De Bruyne to be back, Erling Haaland to be back. For Liverpool, we expect David Nunez to be.
So Musala got to
it's just fearing God. It's just funny that amongst all of these people, we are not hearing any Chelsea player. No, because we are not competing for anything.
Chelsea players,
those all have been injured before the international break.
Chelsea players are not good enough to be called up by their country.
No, they have been injured. A lot of them have been. I mean Enzo Fernandez called for Argentina just like 2 days ago.
A message here that Frank Lampard Triple O, leave Arsenal, submit your CV to the NFF. We need you in the Super Eagles. You dey see Arsenal for dream knee. Triple O, you go marry Arsenal fan. Watch and see.
But truth be told, Anthony, Arsenal have stayed long enough on the top of the table of the Premier League because of the international break. International break gave them extra days to remain there. If not international break, they go not come out, and they will come out this week.
Trent and Alisson Becker don't recover. I think Trent will probably miss this weekend's game, but she'll be back next week. Actually,
I mean, Liverpool are fine without Trent.
Why does Triple O hate Arsenal so much? Why does he not concentrate on his miserable Chelsea? Arsenal are doing well at the moment, and they should be credited.
I'm not used to being miserable as a fan of a Chelsea football club. So Arsenal fans, they understand what miserable is. They've been miserable for years. How many years now have they been miserable? So they know what it means to be miserable.
Also, Francis Sinamani says he's watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. That's on Facebook, by the way. Good morning from here. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Also, Francis always watching us from Enugu State. By the way, wherever you are in the country, in the world, just go to Facebook, go to our handle, Inspiration FM 92.3. Just click on the live feed, watch us live, and then you can drop your comments as well. And of course, we will try to read as many as possible. Good morning, guys. All I want is my darling Man United team. All I want for my darling Man United team is to make the top 4 and win the FA Cup. Kagumi Adi says his misery voice. We'll sort you out, don't worry, we've not forgotten.
Was it the one that did you get it last week?
Let me see. Yes, he did.
No?
Let me see. I think I mentioned his name.
Okay, yeah.
He did.
Albrighton.
Yeah, he did.
Agumbi Ade, calm down.
And he said his misery voice. Good morning, guys. Triple O, I think we started this league together. Instead of you to be thinking how your team will leave number 11 to number 10. That's from Oshulaya Yusuf. Thank you very much. It's true. Everybody started together.
Points.
But Arsenal played more games than Chelsea this
Everybody
season.
started together.
We started together, but Arsenal played more games than Chelsea.
Started the race together.
But some people have played more games than some others. So it's
anyway, let's continue with the gist we're giving. Keep the calls and messages coming in. Let's go to something that I find very interesting, by the way. It's Didier Deschamps. Apparently, for some reason, Arsenal fans consider Saliba the gold standard of central defending in this day and age. I don't see it, but but he doesn't get to feature for the French national team. That's Upamecano, Ibrahima Konate, even the right back Benjamin Pavard is often preferred ahead of William Saliba, and it's raised a lot of questions from Arsenal fans, mostly that why does he not feature as often as he does, given his quality. But Didier Deschamps has come out to explain all of that. Let me read some of the quotes from Deschamps. He says he's having a good season, but he also does things that I don't like so much. For France, he has limited game time, but when he plays, that hasn't necessarily gone well. The hierarchy doesn't favor him at the moment, but he's here. Therefore, Upamecano has had game time, and perhaps William has had less. With certain players, I make sure to persevere because it can be confidence or little blockages that can shift. Some don't have any concerns, some need game time. William has had less game time, so that doesn't allow him to be very calm. So basically, he's saying that he's done stuff that he doesn't like. Whenever he has played, he hasn't really been happy with what he has seen from William Saliba. That's why he doesn't feature for France.
He's overrated.
Any merits to this comment?
I think personally, I feel it's double standards. Now, Upamecano hasn't really done well this season
for Bayern, but for France.
Bayern. Now, see, we do know Deschamps and his obsession with players that play for the national team. Irrespective of how good you are, I think it takes a whole lot of time. It takes a lot of time to break into that team. Not because you're not good enough, it's just because the manager feels you're not doing what he wants you to do.
That's what I said about Saliba.
Now, it doesn't necessarily take away the quality in William Saliba.
Okay.
And we all know all around the world, national team is a different kettle of fish
to the
two club football.
Yeah.
So if you manage and break into the national team, good for you. But for William Saliba as well, let's not forget that even when Arteta took over, it took him a while.
I mean, he loaned him out.
Yeah. At some point, Arteta felt it wasn't good enough for the Arsenal team. But again, his success on loan ensured that he broke into that team and has remained a mainstay in the Arsenal team. But for Didier Deschamps, I'm not surprised he's doing this anyway.
I think he can afford to do this because they've got a lot of quality players, and whether they play what's it called now, whether they play Saliba or not, they are fine. Saliba is not going to be the player that will now determine whether France wins a game or not win a game, whether they concede a goal or not concede a goal. This French national team right now can line up 5 different 11s. That's how good they are. That's the level of potential, quality, and ability. They've got it all round. So I think he's just unlucky to be a French player right now. If he were to be playing for maybe England, I think he will start for England. There are a couple of other top European national teams that I think he would start for. But right now, France, they have too many players.
And to be fair to Didier Deschamps as well, I mean, it's not like the guys
Varane and what's his name won you the World Cup, got you to the final of the another World Cup. It's not easy to just change things. It's not so easy.
Look, to be fair to Didier Deschamps, it's not like the players who are playing now are not playing well.
They're also
They are playing well. France are probably they qualified unbeaten.
They are even the best national team as we speak.
No, well, some people
in Europe.
Okay, some people say it's Portugal.
No.
Portugal did the 100% record in the qualifiers. Let's just put that one out there.
That's Martinez now. That's what he knows how to do. Just when he was with Belgium too, he knows how to qualify.
Fair enough.
Nobody's got Portugal playing some real.
That's how Belgium too they play. When competition come, then they go collect.
The quality in Portugal is more than
It's
that.
different from that of Belgium. Everybody agree.
Golden generation. I don't think I want to agree with that.
Please agree.
We'll see. To be fair, I think William Saliba is a really good defender actually, but like
he said, it should just be this time. See, his time will come.
His time will come.
I mean, the fact that
might not have enough time eventually, but his time will come.
The fact that Deschamps has to come and be explaining all these things tells you that obviously he recognizes actually.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.